is conducting a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters of your area, in voluntary cooperation with federal, state, and local authorities, have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by official information, news, or instructions. This station serves the Philadelphia area. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system. Steve Martin is host to Randy Newman and the Not Ready for Primetime Players tonight at 11 on Saturday night.
Martine, you were wonderful. You danced so brilliantly. I've never seen anything like it.
Perhaps fear improved one's performance. I will have to ask my dance teacher.
Fear? You didn't look frightened. You seemed very much in control.
Julie, I was so scared you have no idea. I cannot even tell you why.
Well, Martine, we're all frightened one time or another. I'm sure it was just stage fright. And if it was me out there, I probably would have had a nervous breakdown.
No, this has nothing to do with the audience or the dance or anything else that was happening here tonight.
Comment allez-vous, Monsieur Wells?
Ah, mon Dieu, quelle surprise. J'espère qu'il n'est pour un autre velours.
Sorry, I've just about used up all the French that I know, with the exception of a few phrases which I wouldn't use in mixed company.
À quel honneur les parler, monsieur? Pourquoi me dites-vous ça? Mon nom n'est pas Wells?
Oh, you don't like me using the name Wells? Well, how about Crown?
Pardon?
Come on, Crown. Carlo Crown. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Why don't we start with taking that mask off? S'il vous plaît?
Il doit y avoir confusion, monsieur.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Duncan Hines Layer Cake Mixes, Light and Moist Deluxe 2 and Extra Moist Pudding Recipe, and by new Formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup.
Got a minute? Duncan Hines got a new idea. Delicious desserts with American dash. With just one pan, one Duncan Hines mix, no more than 3 ingredients, no more than 35 minutes of your time, you can make this lemon and luscious dessert easily. Start with Deluxe 2 Lemon Supreme Cake Mix. Bake in a tube pan, cool, split the cake in 3 layers, spread prepared lemon pudding between layers. Frost with whipped topping plus remaining lemon pudding and serve. Wasn't that easy?
This is delicious. You're wonderful.
Duncan Hines Desserts with American Dash. In magazines now. Watch 'em dash through it.
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep the powerful cleaners that work on ordinary dirts, that cut through food stains, that get out grease and oil, and add powerful cleaners that clean collar soil even better than before. So that's what we did. All in the concentrated 1/4 cup called New Formula Era. So effective, it cleans clean through. Watch Era clean through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through. That's the kind of power you get in Era's little quarter cup. New Era, power that cleans clean through.
All right, I want to know what's going on. Have you seen Gavin? Is he all right?
Yes, I have seen him. Oh, Martine, I might as well tell you, I've been staying with him the past few days, and he's not quite all right. He's hurt his leg.
Again?
Yeah, this time he was shot by a police officer. Nice, huh? Well, we have this one to chalk up to Gunther, too, though, because none of this would be happening if it wasn't for him.
But he needs help, medical care,
No, he's had some sort of medical attention. Look, luckily, the wound wasn't that serious. He got fixed up somehow. But it was infected, and he was very feverish, and that's why he didn't turn himself into the police, Martine. That's the only reason.
Jody, why now? He doesn't go to the police. Why?
Because he's afraid. There's no time for explanation. He's been indicted for Gunther's murder. Martine, they really think that he shot him deliberately.
No, no one would believe that. Not after they hear the whole story. He's been foolish, Jody. You must tell him so.
I have. I begged him, I pleaded with him to give himself up. But now, I'm not even sure myself he should give himself up.
Jody, he's far more guilty by staying away. Don't you know that?
Martine, my own brother-in-law thinks that Gavin is lying. He was the one that did the autopsy on Gunther. Martine, the reason I'm here is to ask you for money. I know that's a terrible thing of me, but I don't know where else to turn.
Jody, are you saying to me that you want to run away with Gavin again?
You don't understand. You see, there's these people at a rooming house. They're blackmailing us. They want $300. Otherwise, they threaten to call the police on Gavin. Martine, will you please help me?
Oh, Jody, everything I own is for you.
Martine, can we come in?
God, it's Miles.
Shh, I'm sorry. I told them to come to see me backstage after rehearsal.
What are we gonna do?
Hold on. The screen. Right behind the screen.
Hold on.
Hello.
Are you sure it's all right? You must be absolutely exhausted.
No, I'm fine.
We're not gonna stay
Very
more than a
happy to
minute.
see
We
you.
just wanted to add our voices to the chorus singing your praises.
Oh, you were simply terrific. I can't think of a better word.
Thank you. Thank you very much, both of you. I know how sad you must have felt because Jody isn't on stage. I am very sorry.
No, actually, we think she did the right thing about the dance company, the courageous thing.
Yes, it was very difficult for her to make the decision not to appear, Martine.
Oh, yes, Jody has had to make very difficult decisions in her young life.
Far too many. And right now, we think she's made the wrong decision.
As we cannot figure out what's keeping her from coming home.
Well, perhaps she's very much in love with Gavin.
Yes, well, sometimes when you're in love with someone, you got to make the tough decisions for them.
And she can't possibly be helping Gavin by encouraging him to run. I mean, every day that he's away makes his guilt seem greater.
Miles, wasn't there something about you, something that you said to the press about Gavin?
No, I never said anything to the press about Gavin. The only statement I made was to the police.
Yes, Miles was just doing his job. He performed the autopsy and reported the results.
Yes, but those results don't necessarily mean that Gavin is guilty. He would still have a chance if he came back, wouldn't he?
Well, of course he would have a chance. If he could just explain why he did it and what happened.
And tell the police why he lied in the first place.
Says here you're a dancer?
Wrong. I tell other people how to dance.
Oh, you mean you give lessons? Hey, well, you think you could teach me the mambo?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't bring my castanets.
Yeah, right. I know. You need special shoes, right?
How's that starboarder, Benny?
He's a dance teacher, Mama. Did you know that?
Oh, great. His girlfriend doesn't show up with the money. We could take it out in tangos. It's been a good 3 hours, lover boy. You think she ran out on you?
She'll be back.
You know something? I don't think she will. I think she ain't been too happy about this whole thing.
You think I am?
Well, if you ask me, I think she got home and she figured that this was all a big mistake. She didn't want to be hooked up with no fugitive of the law.
You really know how to cheer up a guy, don't you?
Hey, listen, babyface. I want to see your little girlfriend more than you do. I need my $300.
Oh, you'll get it. If she can get her hands on it.
Yeah, well, I'll give her 30 minutes. And after that, I gotta call the cops.
Before you're sure what you're getting, cold, sinus, allergy, you're sure what you've got. nasal congestion. Easy. Headache. Runny nose. Now, against what you've got, Vicks makes headway. Fact is, for all these head miseries due to cold, sinus, or allergy, you can't buy better relief than new Headway, tablets or capsules.
Vicks, I'm glad you're making headway.
We've got things you can be sure of, like a friend you'd never trade. Baseball rallies, election tallies, and the taste of Minute Maid.
You're sure of kids and clowns, wedding gowns, helpful folks in friendly towns, and the taste of Minute Maid.
The great taste of 100% pure Minute Maid orange juice is never going to change, and that you can be sure of.
Make sure of the taste. Make sure of the taste. Make it Minute Maid.
Chuck, this is Damian Tyler. Let me talk to the chief. Yeah, right away. Hello, Chief.
Tyler, I thought you were out watching them trip the Life Fantastic tonight.
Yeah, well, I decided to leave at intermission. I thought I might find something a lot more exciting at Skylar Whitney's house.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Well, that's where I'm calling you from. I'm at the Whitney Mansion. You know, the place where Mrs. Saxon got herself clobbered?
Are you saying that somebody's been injured at the Whitney house?
Yeah, me. Oh, it's okay. I'm all right. I just got a sharp jab to my ego. Hey, Chief, you know that story I told you about? The first time I saw Martine Duval dance was in Paris at that mansion that Sky Whitney rented on the right bank of the Seine. Well, while she was downstairs dancing, her husband was upstairs ripping people off.
Yeah, I remember you told me Whitney caught him and then let him go.
Right. Well, I think Mr. Whitney is going to regret his generosity.
Tyler, are you saying the Whitney Mansion has been robbed?
That's right, Chief. I'm afraid history is repeating itself, with a few minor variations.
Did you actually see Collier Wells?
Well, I saw a man in a black hood who was spouting French at me and who gave me a lesson in humility.
He got away, is that it?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
You can't really be sure that it was him, can you?
Look, Chief, take my word for it. Look, I think that this guy's been sitting around for months waiting for the perfect moment. And tonight was it, a reasonable facsimile to that night in Paris. And Chief, this guy's changed his name. It's now Carlo Crown.
The photographer?
That's right. I should have caught on to him right away, but he's playing a pretty shrewd game starting this relationship with Martine Duval right away.
Tyler, is this anything you think you can prove?
Well, no, I can't make 100% positive identification. The guy had a black hood on. But, Chief, I'm certain it was Collier Wells that tried to rip my head off tonight.
All right, look, stay there. I'm going to send out the B&E squad. You need any medical attention?
Look, I don't have time to wait around for those guys. I got something that I got to do right away.
What's that?
Well, I'm going to find Carlo Crown before he leaves town.
Now, wait, what about Martine Duval? If what you say is true, then they still may be together on this.
Look, I'm going to have to leave her for later. I think she's still at the theater.
Now, wait a minute. I'll go down to the theater and see her myself. If you need me, you can reach me there. If not, I'll talk to you when I get home.
All right, I'm going to leave here right away as soon as I find a bottle of aspirin.
Okay, so long.
Okay, Chief. Look, I know I don't have any right to say anything. I don't have any right to ask you any questions at all, but I'm compelled to ask you anyway.
What? Don't look so somber. It can't be that serious.
Oh, I know you haven't been married very long. How long's it been? 3 weeks?
Yeah. Why?
Well, I wonder. How do you feel about him now? I mean, how much do you think you really know about Skylar Whitney?
Why do you ask that? Do you know something about him that I don't?
Quite possibly I do. Well, I guess I better start thinking about Carlo Crown.
health experts don't always agree on what's best, but many of them believe we should keep our serum cholesterol from rising above normal limits. Now, how do we do that? Well, in this university study, 43 families on individual eating plans reduced serum cholesterol an average of 9.6% in 3 weeks. Did they live on boiled rice? Not at all. They cut down on foods that were high in cholesterol and saturated fats. They ate more fish, more chicken, more fruit, more vegetable. And for cooking and salad dressings, they used Puritan oil because it is low in saturated fats and contains no cholesterol. This is the oil. I think you should try it. This is the name. I think you should remember it. Puritan knows you're fighting serum cholesterol. Puritan wants you to win.
You invite me over for a friendly dinner, and look what I find.
Another glass.
Eddie, it's got lipstick on it.
And just after this greasy pan.
It's not my shade.
Dawn will handle it.
After those greasy dishes?
Try it yourself.
Water doesn't feel greasy, or my hands. And this glass looks as good as the first one.
Dawn's great, huh?
Now, about the lipstick.
What lipstick?
Dawn takes grease out of your way.
Oh, I loved it, Kelly. Thank you so much for asking me.
Hey, I should be the one thanking you. If you hadn't gone with me, I don't think I would have.
Why not?
Nah, I'm not much of a dance buff or whatever they call it.
You seem to be enjoying it.
I did. I just couldn't decide whether I enjoyed the dancing or the company more. Now, you're right. They were all terrific.
Especially Martine. She was exquisite.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's sit down. It's such a beautiful night.
Okay. Good old Indian summer. Do you know it's my favorite time of the year?
Is it?
Actually, any time I can sit on a park bench next to a beautiful young lady is my favorite time of the year. Val, tell me something now. Is it my imagination, or are you preoccupied with something tonight?
I guess I was a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never should have mentioned that article in the Monticello story.
We made a pact, remember? No more talk of Jim Diedrichson.
Well, they also mentioned the millions you were going to inherit.
Oh, Kelly. I don't believe I'm ever going to see those millions. Do you think that the law will believe that Daddy made that money honestly? No. They're not going to give it to his daughter. I have to worry about making a living just like everybody else. And actually, that's what I was...
You mean your job?
Or a lack of one, maybe. Carlo asked me the other day or what I would do if he decided to leave Monticello.
Why would he do something like that?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to relocate.
If he decided to move, would you relocate with him?
He's wonderful to work for, Kelly. And I've learned so much from him.
I got a better idea. Why don't you run the studio yourself?
Because I can't.
Sure you can. You're a fine photographer.
Well, thank you, but I have no business sense. To say nothing of capital.
I'm sure your credit is very sound in Monticello, thanks to the Monticello Star.
Stop it.
What is it?
Oh, Kelly, I thought it was my imagination, but it isn't.
What?
Well, tonight, at the theater, there was a man across the street watching me during intermission.
Well, that's not surprising. Men are always staring at beautiful ladies.
No, but I saw him again when we started our walk here. Well, I didn't see him, but I saw the clothes he was wearing.
And you think you saw him again?
Well, I know I did. He was right there. He was watching me. All right, $225. I'm sorry, Judy, but that's all I could get my hands on.
Martine, I don't know how to thank you. You'd take forever. Just hope that satisfies that greedy old woman.
I really hope that you will change your mind, Judy. You heard what I said to Miles and Nicole.
I agree with them. The best thing for you would be to have Gavin change his mind and come back home. Gavin... Martine, I'm gonna have to change my mind.
What I don't understand, I thought everybody had left. They're all supposed to be at the opening party tonight. Hold on. Who is it?
Miss Duval, it's Police Chief Derek Mallory.
God, it's the chief of police.
I am sorry, but I don't have any visitors tonight.
I'm afraid I really must see you, Mr. Val. I'm not here after an autograph.
Oh,
This is official business.
No, Mikey, hide behind the screen. He's lying on the sorcerer. What is he for?
Miss Duval.
Okay, hold on. This on. Put this on. What is this? You hear? Well, Julia, I think we'll have plenty of time to chat at the party. Come on, darling, hurry up, you know. I have other things to do. All right. Okay, I'm coming, Chief. Ridiculous. Ciao, darling. See you later. Bye-bye. Here you go.
This won't take very long, I'm sure, Miss Duval.
All right, Chief Mallory. What can I do for you? This isn't a really good night for official visit.
No, I realize that. I do apologize for my poor sense of timing. And I understand you had quite a triumph tonight.
Thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say. But I think you're not here for an autograph. What do you want?
I'm here to ask about a friend of yours. Carlo Crown? Have you seen him recently?
Yes, of course. In fact, yes, I saw him a little while ago in the audience.
Couldn't you be mistaken?
Oh, no, I'm quite sure he was there. Why would he want to miss my opening?
I know the lights on stage are very bright. It couldn't be easy to see faces out in the audience, could it?
Why are you asking me this?
Because I'm wondering if he couldn't have been somewhere else tonight. Maybe at the Whitney Mansion, perhaps.
Why on earth would he be there?
Well, certainly not to take photographs.
I really don't understand what you are getting at, Chief Mallory.
Well, then I will get to the point. Isn't your photographer friend, Carlo Crown, really your husband, Collier Wells?
Oh, are you mad, my friend? This is the most incredible thing I ever heard in my whole life.
Then you deny it?
I haven't seen my husband. Yes.
Absolutely. I will send her your love.
Well, Mr. Crown, if it isn't the very man I'd like to meet, I'm Police Chief Derek Mallory.
How do you do, Chief? Were you as thrilled tonight as I was?
I didn't have a chance to see tonight's performance. That's a very pretty rose. Did you pick that from somebody's garden?
It's illegal to pick things from other people's gardens, Detective. As a law-abiding citizen, I'm very well aware of that. This is for you, my lovely. You were beautiful.
Excuse me, you two. I wonder if I could ask you a question.
Well, Chief, I think I told you
Excuse me. Miss Duval, excuse me. Mr. Crown, where have you been this evening?
I was in the audience being hypnotized.
You were there the whole evening?
Well, until intermission, at which time I was right here.
Yes, he was right here.
Now you can turn basic chicken into this classic dish with new La Sauce chicken baking sauces. Just pour La Sauce over fresh chicken and bake. That's it. You have a classic like this. Chinese-style chicken with slices of mushroom, water chestnuts, and no preservatives. Fabulous. Turn a basic into a classic with new La Sauce. Also for Italian-style barbecue and sweet and sour chicken dishes.
Bet you think these pain relievers are alike, Mrs. Talbot.
Sure do.
Let's see. 2 regular tablets, 650 milligrams. These other pain relievers also, 650 milligrams. 650 milligrams. Still think they're all the same?
Yep.
Look here. 800 milligrams.
Anacin. I didn't know Anacin had more pain reliever.
Yes, more pain reliever and a special combination of medical ingredients. That's the Anacin difference. So now which pain reliever?
Anacin.
Anacin tablets or capsules. Get the Anacin difference.
Tonight at 6, David Banner gets framed for the murder of a beautiful woman's husband on The Incredible Hulk. Then at 7, Fred's jealousy gets the better of him on Sanford and Son.
Ten seconds. 8, 6, 4, 2. That's it. Exactly 30 minutes and your little sweet patootie ain't here. I told you she wasn't coming back.
She's having a hard time finding the money.
For Pete's sake, it's the middle of the night.
Sure, sure. I know the banks are closed.
That's right. You know, it's kind of hard to make a withdrawal.
Well, you know, they got those little cash machines now. All you gotta do is slip in a little card.
Doesn't mean Jody has one.
Well, look, that's it. Nothing else to do but call the cops.
I mean, Gavin.
Well, what do you know? The Marines have landed.
Jody.
I'm sorry I took so long.
It's all right. I was hoping Mama was right and you'd come to your senses and decide not to come back.
Gavin, I couldn't leave you here with them.
Hey, be careful who you're calling them. Did you get the money?
All I could get was $225. I'm sorry, that's all I could manage.
I should have known you were going to shave the price a little. Hand it over. Well, I'm just a good-hearted soul. It's been my downfall all my life. Hey, listen, kiddies. I hope that you're not going to feel too bad about me. I mean, on account I'd really like to help you two. In fact, if you could raise a few more bucks, I got a plan that could really get you out of this jam you're in.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. How?
Ask Benny. He works on the dock. He knows some people who could get you onto one of those South American freighters. Easy as rolling off a log.
Or off a dock.
Huh. That's pretty funny, honey. But I mean it. Right, Benny?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got lots of friends.
It'll only cost you $1,000 to get you on one of those boats. What do you say? You could always come back when the heat's off.
Gavin, don't even listen to this woman.
It's better than going to jail, honey. Those cons are gonna cut you up and eat you in 3 big bites. Right, Benny?
I'm hungry, Mama.
Maybe it's not such a bad idea. It sure beats hiding and running from place to place.
Gavin, you can't be serious. You aren't thinking about doing this.
I've been thinking about it for the last 3 hours, and the more I think about it, the more sense it makes. Now, $1,000 covers everything, right?
All you gotta do is raise that money.
All right, I'll do it.
No. We'll raise $2,000.
If you think you need extra strength